Hello, all poetry lovers. Welcome to my channel, Lata Singh #Leo. Do subscribe the channel and stay tuned for more updates. Well, some or the other day, we all wonder, when did our childhood go? Where did it go? Remembering of childhood still reminds me of the beautiful lines of this Hindi poem. कागज़ की कश्ती थी, पानी का किनारा था, खेलने की मस्ती थी, ये दिल भी आवारा था। कहाँ आ गए हम इस समझदारी के दलदल में, वो नादान बचपन भी कितना प्यारा था। The poet of today's poetry is also trying to unfold the same mystery. So let's get started with the poem Childhood, written by Marcus Nathan. Here I'm sharing some more information about the poet's life. Read the shared information thoroughly and then we'll proceed to the explanations. This poem showcases poet's emotions over his lost childhood. He wonders about the moment where he lost the innocence and realized that the world is not what it seemed it to be. He recalls when his thoughts changed and he realized the hypocrisy of the people around him. He finally settled down to the idea that his childhood went to some forgotten place and it's hidden in the face of an innocent child, an infant. The poem opens with the lines, "When did my childhood go?" The first line is a question mark. Was it the day I ceased to be 11? Was it the time I realized that hell and heaven could not be found in geography and therefore could not be? Was that the day? With the opening line, the poet has dropped a question for the readers that when did my childhood go? He's wondering about the loss of his childhood. And then he's trying to give some reasons. He's trying to locate when it happened. Was it the day he reached 11 years of age? Was it the day when he realized that hell and heaven existed and yet could not be found in geography because they do not exist in real? Or the places called hell and heaven could not be located on the map because they are fictional locations, they are fictional places. The poet concludes the first stanza realizing that hell and heaven are imaginary places that actually do not exist in this world. So, on a whole, the poet is wondering कि कब उनका बचपन खो गया। क्या वो दिन था जब वो 11 साल पूरे कर लिए उन्होंने और 12वें साल में प्रवेश किया? क्या वो दिन था जब उनको ये रियलाइज़ हो गया कि स्वर्ग और नर्क ये दोनों इमेजिनरी प्लेसेस हैं, फिक्शनल प्लेसेस हैं, ये सिर्फ कहानियों में मिलती हैं, इन्हें ज्योग्राफी की बुक में या मैप में ढूंढना इम्पॉसिबल है? Let's proceed to the second stanza. Well, you can see in this poem that all the 4 stanzas has been opened by the poet with the same question. When did my childhood go? So, let's proceed. When did my childhood go? Was it the time I realized that adults were not all they seemed to be? They talked of love and preached of love, but did not act so lovingly. Was that the day? The poet is again introspecting, asking the same question. He wonders about the day when he started seeing the world with a new perception that adults are hypocrites and they are not how they seem to be. The adults, they always talk of love and they preach of love and yet never behave so lovingly. They are double faced in reality. And he wonders that was that the day when his childhood really go? क्या वो दिन था जिस दिन पोएट ने ये रियलाइज़ करना शुरू किया कि बड़े लोग जो दिखते हैं वैसे होते नहीं हैं। वो हर वक्त प्यार की बातें करते हैं, बहुत सारे संदेश देते हैं अच्छे अच्छे, वो प्रेम से रहना सिखाते हैं और आदर्शों पे चलना सिखाते हैं, बहुत खूबसूरत और अच्छी बातें करते हैं। लेकिन वो खुद तो बहुत अच्छा एक्ट नहीं करते हैं, बहुत प्यार से वो लोगों को डील नहीं करते हैं। क्या ये वो दिन था जब पोइट ने अपना बचपन खो दिया, जब उनको ये सारी चीज़ें रियलाइज़ होना शुरू हुई कि लोग सिर्फ बातें करते हैं बट देयर एक्शंस स्पीक ऑफ समथिंग एल्स, देयर वर्ड्स एंड एक्शंस डू नॉट मैच। द पोइट सेज फर्दर, when did my childhood go? Was it when I found my mind was really mine, to use whichever way I choose, producing thoughts that were not those of other people, but my own and mine alone? Was that the day? In this third stanza also, the poet deliberately repeats the same question about when he lost his childhood. He asked himself about possibilities. He wonders about the day he realized that his mind was his own and could use it the way he wants. When he realized that he could produce his own thoughts which were not bound by anyone. When he sensed his own individuality and a separate personality. Was that the day he lost his childhood? पोएट थर्ड स्टैंजा में भी सेम क्वेश्चन रिपीट करते हैं कि कब उनका बचपन खो गया, कब उन्होंने अपना बचपना खो दिया। क्या वो दिन जिस दिन उन्होंने रियलाइज़ किया कि उनका दिमाग उनका अपना है और वो उसे जिस तरह चाहें वैसे यूज़ कर सकते हैं, उनके थॉट्स अपने खुद के हैं, दूसरों के नहीं, वो दूसरों के दिमाग से नहीं चल रहे हैं, वो अपने दिमाग का इस्तेमाल करके अपने खुद के फ़ैसले ले सकते हैं, अपने खुद के डिसीजंस ले सकते हैं। क्या वो दिन था when his childhood go? Then he proceeds to the last and the fourth stanza with the same question. Where did my childhood go? It went to some forgotten place that's hidden in an infant's face. That's all I know. In the last stanza, the poet concludes that his childhood had gone to some forgotten place which will never come back. He cherished his innocence, which vanished now and could be only seen in a baby's face. He only has sweet memories of his childhood, which would soon fade away. He also conveyed a message that the innocence of childhood stays till the time one is an infant, and that is all he knows. That is all the knowledge that he gathers from his experience. And he could only say कि उनका बचपन किसी बच्चे के फेस में, किसी छोटे बच्चे के फेस में छुपा हुआ है, क्योंकि कोई भी इंसान तब तक इनोसेंस हो सकता है जब वो बच्चा होता है। जब वो धीरे धीरे बड़े होने लगते हैं, दुनियादारी की बातें समझने लगते हैं, धीरे धीरे हर किसी को ये रियलाइज़ होता है जैसे उनका बचपना छिन गया है, वो समझदार हो गए हैं। इसीलिए पोएट कहते हैं कि मुझे लगता है कि वो मेरा बचपना किसी भूली हुई सी जगह में जाकर छुप गया है। और वो कहाँ छुप गया है? वो एक छोटे बच्चे के चेहरे में आज भी है, तो जब भी हम किसी छोटे बच्चे को देखते हैं हमें बहुत ही प्योर, बहुत ही इनोसेंट एंड ऑनेस्ट फीलिंग्स होती हैं. दैट इज़ बिकॉज ऑफ द पॉजिटिव वाइब्स reflected by the child, because children are so pure. They are the divine gift of God. This way, the poet concludes that he can't bring his own childhood days back, but looking at an infant's face, he still cherishes the beautiful and sweet memories of his own childhood. And we all do the same, I guess, right? Okay, now let's talk about the literary devices. I know you all must be soaked in the poem till now, but just come out of that, okay? Later you can savor the taste of this beautiful poetry. So let's talk about the rhyme scheme first. In the first stanza, you can see the rhyming scheme is A, B, B, C, C, and D. How? The first line ends with the word go. So let's mark it A. Then second line is 11 and third line is ending with heaven. So 11 and heaven, they both are rhyming the same. So let's keep it B. So it's A, that is go, and 11 B and heaven B, right? The next is geography. It's not rhyming same with go or 11 or heaven. So let's mark it C. Then B again is rhyming with geography. So it will also be the same. It is C. Then day, the last line of this first stanza, it's not rhyming with any other word. So let's mark it D. So finally the rhyming scheme is A, B, B, C, C, and D. Now let's check out some poetic devices, figures of speech. Okay, let's come to the easiest one first. Let's find out alliteration. Okay, alliteration, you all know, the occurrence of the same letter of sound at the beginning of closely connected words. For example, in the first para, you can see the third line, the time, T and T. Okay, and then come to the third para, line number 2, my mind. Okay, so here M is repeated twice. Then same stanza, third line, whichever way, W occurred twice. Okay, and then same stanza, fourth line, thoughts that, T, T. Got it, children? After that, in the first stanza, third line, you can see the words hell and heaven, right? They two are opposite words, right? So it is called antithesis, where two opposite words are used together in a sentence in a poem. Then in stanza 3, the third line, you can see the use of inversion. Inversion means when the subject verb order is reversed, right? You can see I is used at last and verb is used in the starting. Use. We have already seen the repetition of the phrase, when did my childhood go, right? In all 4 stanzas. So when a group of phrase is repeated, it's called refrain. Now we are done with the poetic devices. Hope you all have liked and understood this poem well, and also realize that growing up is a complex process, right? A grown up can tell a difference between reality and fantasy, but a child seems to look at world with some other perspective that is beyond the mature mind's ability. Thank you so much for your valuable time. Stay tuned for more updates.